Konnichiwa, watashi wa JeidoChan desu. Sukunegaishimasu, and welcome back to EvilChroni Chronicles. This is the 6th episode. So we have 3 songs for today, and before we do get into that, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe so that you never miss an upload for the EvilChroni Chronicles series. I also upload other types of reactions and other miscellaneous things that I will be doing on the channel at some point. So, and I also just started a new visual novel series called Love Curse. So if you are interested in gameplay or visual novels, please make sure to go and check that out, and I will also probably link it up below. So, yeah, just if you would please be so kind to make sure to just support me and, you know, just to make sure that I have the confidence to keep the channel, you know, fresh. So anyway, in regards to Demons of Sin, you pretty much got everything right. Once a person makes a contract, they don't necessarily have to keep the vessel with them, since the demon is with the contractor. Their power does increase as they're near it, though. Also, with the Demons of Sin is pretty interesting. Remember the 6 other crewmates who were stuck with Levia and Behemo? After the catastrophe, they were set free due to Held's interference. They came to the forest. I don't know if you realize, but it's a general rule in the world that whenever a person gets reincarnated, they lose their memories. Irina wasn't reincarnated, she just moved bodies. Anyways, the 6 crewmates became spirit animals for a short while. Also, sorry to burst your bubble, but Seth is not done yet. Of course he's not. So he pretty much struggled but made his way to the twins, and under his instruction made the 7 sins. Seth offered the 6 crewmates a chance to leave the forest by being demons, to which all except one accepted. He'll become important during Pride arc. So the Demons of Sin are the crewmates, as well as Seth, who had become the Demon of Wrath before he died. Also, and I really enjoy your vids so much. Thank you so much for enjoying my videos. Thank you for everyone who's enjoying these reactions. And thank you to Tari once again for making sure that I have extra info with the Google Slides and making sure the playlist is in the correct order. And yeah, just thank you for everyone who likes watching me react to these. Sometimes I'm not exactly sure if I'm doing a good job with it, but I try my best, and I try my best to understand what's going on, even though sometimes I might be a little bit, you know, a little short of that, but you know, I try. In Irina's defense, she's justified since this Iluka is Levia and Behemo, the one who issues the prophecy and the Ma project, which is what caused the royal battle where Irina succumbed to evil to kill her sister-in-law. Levia and Behemo also are the ones who bewitch Kiru to revive Iluka and cause destruction of the kingdom and ruin or destroy everything that is Irina's life. Yeah, I mean, I do get it. I feel bad for the real Iluka that would just, she's gone. There's no more of her. But yeah, I mean, I do get the revenge thing for now. I mean, it's not like it matters because that's not the real Iluka, and so go ahead, Irina, go ahead. Thank you everyone for commenting. I always appreciate when everyone comments, and it makes me just feel very happy. So before we start reacting, I don't have any more CDs, but what I do have is Hatsune Miku live in Kansai 2013. I got this so many years ago, but this is honestly one of the best lives. So I have the Blu-ray, and the Blu-ray has CDs. It has the first disc. Honestly, the old lives to me are just so, I don't know, I just have to say they're so much better than the recent ones that's been going on lately with the glass screen. I feel like the hologram was just so much more iconic. Here's the second CD, and then we have the third, I think this one is the encore CD, I believe. And this one has so many songs that I loved, or still love. We have Secret Police, I think Luca has Luca Night Fever, Blackjack, we have Rolling Girl, we have Romeo and Cinderella. Oh yeah, we have E Aso on here. I forgot. E Aso, I have the soundtrack, the instrumental. I use it in my videos so much. I do. I really do. Here is the little booklet because it has all the, as like the introduction. Like we have information about her history and her world tour, where they show you like all the live like locations that she's been at. Like she's just been everywhere. Because you know, Hatsune Miku, the world is hers. And then we have like pictures of them like making the venue. I don't know, I just found the holograms to be so much more immersive than the glass screen. I mean, the quality on the glass screen is good, but... And then we have all the Vocaloids with their ages and heights and weight. And then we have illustrations. It's been so long since I looked at this that I forgot like how cute this book was, this booklet. I got this for my birthday 1 year. This is just so cute. And then we have like we have info about like the people who are playing the instruments. Oh, actually, I think the lyric book is inside the Blu-ray case. I forgot. But as an extra, there's this. It's like a little satchel that has Miku and the other Vocaloids on it. So it has a pull string on it, I believe. Yeah, it does. It has like a pull string. You can like put things inside it. Like if you wanted to, I guess you could put the Blu-ray DVD and case in it. But I just never used it. I rarely use like collectible things that I get. I either like display them or like, you know. I have like watched the CD though, just so you guys know. I have definitely watched this CD like multiple times. Oh yeah, I forgot. The very first song on the first CD is Two Breaths Walking. That is what I have to show for today. I honestly forgot that was the year 2013. I thought it was 2015, but it's that, wow, 12 years ago, basically. Wow. Oh, dead bodies on the floor. Oh, is it dead bodies? Floor? Hello? Is this, Iluka Clockworker, aka Levia, going... So did they do that? Gakupo! Okay. What a nice shot, Gakupo. What a nice shot. I think Gakupo is such a visually, like... He's such a visually appealing Vocaloid. He really is. Like, you can do a lot with, like, Gakupo's, like, appearance. He's kind of like Miku in that aspect. Like, I know you can do that the same thing with all of them, but I feel like, I don't know, the purple on Gakupo is always, like, so... I love when artists make that pop out on him the most. Like, this is so grabbing. Like, you can't tell me that this does not, like, grab you. Like, look at him. Look at that. Look at his eyes. And I also just love Gakupo's long hair. I love that that's the default on Gakupo. I just love that. So anyway. But let me say, one of the first songs I ever heard Gakupo in is dang it. Go Google it. No, I'm not telling you to go Google anything, but go Google it. Is with him and Luca, because he keeps annoying Luca in the song, and she's just like, go Google it. Like, I don't have the patience It's just such a nostalgic song. She gets so fed up with him. I think Duke of Venomania also has a novel, if I'm not mistaken. I think a lot of these have novels, but whatever. Oh! Oh, that is a cute Miku look. That is cute. That is cute. That is so cute! Look at her! She's so cute. I love Luca in the ponytail too. Lunacy of Duke of Venomania. Wait, should I have these on? Yeah. Today again, a lovely woman arrives at my side. You expressing a smile will become my new wife. This power I obtained by contract with a forbidden demon. All the women who see my eyes fall into a charm. That's why your eyes are so... This is so ironic considering I literally just said, look at his eyes. Man, I should have knew. You know, I should have knew though. I should have knew. That's my bad. That's my bad. I shouldn't have complimented you. The man who obtained the power to charm women, bringing in women who suit him one by one. To the cellar of the mansion where he lives alone, built up a harem. Oh, okay. So you're one of those. You're one of those. Oh. Oh. I really like this art style though. I'm not gonna lie. Miku looks so cute. Look at her. Look at her. She's so cute. It reminds her hairstyle reminds me of the one figure where she's like it's the fairy tale series where she's like Rapunzel. She's holding like her braids. I might have to look up a picture and put it next thing. But that's exactly what that hairstyle reminds me of. I really like Luca's hair in that high ponytail too. She looks very mature. Well, Luca always looks mature, but you know, she looks cute. The case of hold on. Chill out. Can never again return to reality. The case of the continuing disappearance of women in the Osmodian area. Of course it's the Osmodian area. Osmo has nothing to do with this. Leave him out of this. Leave him out of this. He doesn't deserve that. Missing persons list number 1. So he's stealing people. He's kidnapping people. He's like charming them and kidnapping them. Or something. Hold on. Lucana Octo. H20 a tailor. Wait, so is Lucana the same? So she's a tailor. Is she the same girl that's in Tailor of... in that one? I don't think so, though. I don't think so. I think that might be like someone else. Because I think that Luca might be like one of the sins, though. Mikulia? Grionio? Lolan Eve. Age 32, a dancer. Okay, Miku's 18, peasant. So, she just got picked up from the street. Sorry. Lolan Eve, 32, dancer. Marigan Addy, 28, fortune teller. So these don't really ring a bell for me, so they're probably like in the background. Which one does the mecha look like though? And the gimme one. Okay. Hakua Netsuma, so that's Haku. 22, unemployed. Okay, so she's not a peasant, but she's like unemployed. She doesn't have a job. Sonica Sonic. Age 19, aristocrat. Priema Soap, age 30, maid. Lillian Turner, age 24, baker. Tete Cetera, age 31, a soldier. How many people are you kidnapping? How many people are you just swiping up? This does not make sense. The old portraits I burned. My abandoned past self. Okay, so it's kind of like when you got possessed by the sin, you became like this. You weren't always like this. You seem like a very you seem like you were a very like neglected and abused child. Maybe who is this? Maybe like your parents are like arguing and stuff. You that everyone scornfully laughed at. I embrace and kiss the adorable woman next to me. She was a former childhood friend who made fun of me. Since one day the woman in this country, before they knew it, it went. Hold on, guys, stop singing so fast. Gumi's really pretty though. Is her eyes blue in this instead of green? Wait, are her eyes blue? I think they're green. I think. Since one day the woman in this country, before they knew it, it went to be lost in lust one by one. Separating some people's wives and some people's daughters. Oh. They were at a loss. So you just steal people from their families or the streets or whoever. Soon I won't be human. I don't think you are. What do you say? In defiance of God, I commit depravity. This is the night of insanity I wished for. The case of continuing disappearance of woman in the Osmodian area. Missing persons list volume 2. Okay, this is Gumi. Gumenia Glassred, 21, aristocrat. Okay, so she's of noble birth. Malus oh my gosh, what is with these names? Malus Bilzenia, age 22. Third princess of the Bilzenian Empire. Mikina Oliba, age 19, a widow. Anne Lee Sweets, age 62, a flower seller? Neto. Oh my gosh. Neto. That is funny. That is funny. Okay. Okay. Age 19, a spy. Of course Neto would be a spy. That just fits her. Rindel Bloom, we don't know their age. None. Yuki Kaina. Yuki Kaina. Kayuki. I wonder why she's unemployed. I'm not even going to thoroughly explain, but I think someone needs to stab the Duke of Venomania. I won't explain why. I think most people know. Anyway, Josephine Francis. Nothing. Euphina Marlin, age 26, Queen of Marlin. How are you? You must really be charming people, because this is charming or just plain kidnapping. Literal kidnapping. Say again, a lovely woman that rides by my side. Come to my chest. Let's dance in my harem. No, thank you. I held you who drew close to me in that instance where I smiled. With a sudden sharp pain. Stab, 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 stab. Hey, hey, hey. A young man who was searching. A young man who was searching for his vanished love. Determined she was the mansion where the demon lives. Hey, Kaito's voice. As the young man drew close, thrust into the demon a dagger from his breast pocket. Applause for Kaito going in the cross-dressing and making sure that he gets rid of the demon. Wonderful. Another stab, please, Kaito. Don't let the knife go to waste. Go. Slice, Kaito. I don't exactly know what role you're playing here. But yeah, stuck by a dagger with a hidden poison. Oh, you poisoned the dagger. I collapsed then and there. Blood and sweat come together and mix. Before long, they'll change into drops of purple. My arch dissolved. All the women came to their senses and rushed from the mansion, looking at me for just a moment. Oh, of course, it's Gumi gonna. Yeah, Gumi's the one who's gonna be most disgusted with you. That child friend. Wait. Well, if you did, then you wouldn't have done all of that. There's no more love in that. There was no love in that. So unforgiven. No way. Not for the Kaiyuki thing either. Diabolic Lover's Mansion background. I got that, bro. I got that. Kaito being the coming in and being the executioner. Thank you, Kaito. Thank you, Kaito. Thanks. Wonderful. Amazing. Show stopping. Okay, so back to the slides. So Lust Arc has 3 songs: the Lunacy of Duke Venomania, the Portrait Glassred drew, Flower of the Plateau. So our first one, of course, is Lunacy of Duke Venomania. Okay, EC 113 through 136. I'm guessing those are like the years. All right. Oh, so we're getting this background. In the region of Asmodean in Beelzenia, a boy was born. Okay, Beelzenia. Okay, so from my knowledge, Beelzebub is like the it's like gluttony. So Beelzenia, that is like falls under glutton-ish territory. So Asmodean is lust. So the lust region is under the gluttonous region, which kind of makes sense. All right, cool. I think my obey me knowledge kind of. A boy was born to the Venomania family, having a birthmark that looked like a face. His parents believed that he was a demon child. Is this the birthmark? Oh, yeah, I would be creeped out too. His mother committed suicide and the father locked him in their mansion's basement. The mom. Why though? I mean, I get it, but like, why would you die? Treated as non-existent, the boy grew up in his cell with his guard that taught him basic things. One day he discovered by his half-brother, Setarius. Oh my gosh, these names are crazy. Setarius. His brother visited him regularly, telling him about outside, and later snuck the boy out. The brothers met Gumina, Glassred, and the 3 became friends. Eventually, Setarius convinced their father to free his brother. He became a servant of the mansion named Cherubim. Y'all know. Y'all already know. Me with pronouncing things, not a thing, non-existent, not even in the realm of possibility. Okay, all right. So, okay, I was thinking that the one with the birthmark, I was thinking that one was Gakuko, and he somehow got rid of it. So Setarius is the half brother that. Okay, cool. So what happened to this one then? Let's see. Cherubim. Okay, I'm just gonna call him Cherub. Cherub learned that Cherub and Setaria and Gumi were engaged. Devastated, he approached Gumina to confess his love to her, but before he could, Gumina broke off their friendship, and mocked his ugly face, claiming she loved Sataria. Heartbroken and humiliated, Shirb was overcome with rage and slaughtered the entire mansion, including his father and brother. Afterwards, he was overcome with guilt and prepared to commit suicide with his sword. Oh, so the one who showed up, that was Irina's new identity. I kind of felt like the bangs were kind of like Irina. I was gonna say Irina at first, but then I was like, no. I was like, she's a cat, so how did that? Okay, cool. Before he could, you know, Shura was approached by a woman in the dark cloak, IR. It was Irina in her cat body controlling her new vessel. Okay, so she has a vessel, but okay, so she's still in the cat, but she controls the vessel. Okay, she offered a katana from her robe and instructed him to impale himself on it. In order to make a contract with the demon inside it, impaling himself on the katana, Shura forged a contract with the demon of lust. His blood turned purple. Oh, so that's why he mentioned that his blood was turning purple. And wait a minute, so he took Sataria's body? Now he had the power to seduce women's gaze, manipulate memories, and transform himself. Oh, so he just transformed himself to look like his brother. Shurub always envied his brother's face, so he changed his face to look like his brother's. To hide his crime, he performed a ritual, wiping memory in an area with the katana. Hastily performing the ritual, he intentionally wiped his own memories of himself. Because he looked like his brother, he now believed himself to be the only survivor of his family's massacre. After this, Satarius became Duke of Asmodean. Horrified by his new lustful urges, Sataria stayed secluded in the manor. His first victim was Lucana, a tailor. When she rejected him, it triggered him because he remembered IR his contract with the demon of lust, and he brainwashed her and kept her in this mansion. So he kept brainwashing people and keeping them in the mansion. From this point, Satarius says, okay, I'm wondering, these panels though, was Duke of Venomania a manga instead of a novel? I might have to look that up. That's interesting. From this point, Satarius played friendly Duke at day, and night was building his harem, brainwashing and kidnapping girls. One of the girls was his childhood friend, Gumina. After meeting her, he learned about painting. A painting she painted of his brother, Sheriff. Disgusted by his old self and jealous, he took Gumina too, later burning her painting. Shouldn't you be happy that she painted you though? Okay, I know that he said that she said something about him being like discussing her, but also, what if she just assumed her? Because if he disgusted you that much, then why would you paint him? I'm a little confused. Moving on, I requested for Satarius to seduce Marlin's queen, which is a country across the sea. IR explained that she had one of the 7 vessels of sin. Later that year, Satarius was visited by the famed Iluka clockworker that was investigating him for the Belzenian imperial family. Satarius then invited her again so that he could add her to his harem, but was stabbed by Karchus Krim disguised as Iluka. Karchus stabbed Venomania in the chest with the golden key. Oh. Okay. Karchus was the lover of the queen that Satarius had taken. The key was a vessel of the sin that belonged to his queen. Okay, so Karchus as Iluka. So that's who he disguises. So Kaito disguises as Iluka. And he was a lover of the queen that Shurub took from him. So he went there and he was like, yeah, you're not getting away with this. Like I'm getting my queen back, okay? You're not keeping her. When a demon contractor is stabbed with another vessel of sin, only then could they die. Oh, interesting. So you have to like kill them with, like, you have to fight sin with sin. You have to fight fire with fire. That's interesting. When the demon abandoned him, all that of his memories returned, and he realized that he was Shurub. As the woman, freed from his spell, fled the mansion, Shurub saw Gumina. He wanted to finally confess his feelings for her and tell her everything that happened. However, he could only watch her leave from dying of his injury. After the Venomania event, the first victim, Lucana Acto, was one of the few that gave birth to Duke Venomania's child. As Lucana had prophetic dreams due to her lineage, she was pursued by Irina to take her body. Iluka then offered Lucana to swap their bodies. After swapping, Luciana could now live a peaceful life, and Iluka has a new body with prophetic ability. So you're telling me that Iluka, aka Levia, just keeps swapping bodies. And it's interesting how it's another swap with Luca, technically. So now this Luca is in this Luca's body. Oh my goodness, this makes sense. This makes sense though. This makes sense. Okay. This makes very much sense because this Iluka in this Luca's body. This Luca is a tailor. This is what leads to Taylor of what is it? Imbizaka? Where is it? Yeah. That's what leads to Taylor of Imbizaka then, right? It has to be, because there has to be another Luca in the picture for it to even get to there. Interesting. So I wonder, like, who's the child that she gave birth to then? Who's that? Anyway, now we have to go to Portrait of Glassred. That was a lot of information, but it was also very, very interesting. Alright, Portrait of Glassred. I keep wanting to say Portrait of Glassred, not Drew, but I understand why it's Drew because she's a painter. Wait, do I need... Are these on... Is it, yeah, okay, cool. If only you hadn't changed. She's so pretty. I like her dress. Running my brush onto the canvas. I painted a picture of him. You know, I have a feeling that she liked Sheriff before he changed, but it was either like in his head that he was thinking that maybe she was disgusted with him, or like maybe she's just a tsundere and she can't get her feelings out right, or it was something like that. I think it was a misunderstanding. I think she liked him from the get-go since she drew a picture of him, like you just, or maybe she felt like she had to, or maybe she was like, she could have been like blackmailed to marrying his brother, or like literally anything could have happened. Like, we don't know. All along, I can't meet with the face in the corner of my memory anymore. Since when was it that it had completely changed? If you had been the way you were, maybe this would have had a different conclusion. So it's like, okay, so maybe this is like the present, or not present, but like, you know, after that happened, and she's like, I noticed that, you know, that he changed. I wonder, like, when it happened, like, maybe if I would have taken a different route to communicating with him, then maybe he wouldn't have, and maybe things wouldn't have turned out like this. Or maybe she could have, like, reassured him before, but just failed to. The you in the picture isn't around anymore, so this is, like, after. She's like reminiscing. Yeah, it's not like it's not like I liked her face. She liked his personality, the person that he was before. His face didn't have anything to do with it. It's not like I liked your face, but this whole time I continued painting because you liked who he was inside. For I knew it, this room was filled with your likeness. What I sought wasn't your face, but the real you as you were. Exactly. But hey, neither you nor I was able to realize that. Yeah, I just feel like she kind of realized too late, or like she couldn't just get it out at the time, or felt like she couldn't like say anything, something like that. It's all like misunderstandings guided. That burnt portrait. You said, I hate this face. What was truly disgusting wasn't your face, surely. With a foolish idea, I made fun of you. Yeah, that's, The next time I met you, you had become a different person. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. She didn't mean to say it, but you know, that tsundere kind of came out and she was like, you know, said it not like really meaning it, but it still like had a harder impact than what was like aimed for. Yes, you were just like someone else, and her saying that caused him to spiral and become what he was. The you in the picture isn't around anymore. I should think like if she would have said something different, even if you were different from what I remembered, you were happy. I had perhaps thought it was okay, even so. Okay, as for the actual art here, the edges and like certain parts are being dyed like purple. It's either purple or blue. It's being like dyed like a purple hue color. I had perhaps thought it was okay, even so. It's not that changing is bad. It's not that changing is bad, it's like how you change. But what you really needed was to accept yourself without changing too. Exactly. It's not about you changing, it's about how you change. And like you change to be a worse person than who you were previously. All because of like what she said. And never like accepted yourself. And this is like causing her to like regret like what she said and like everything. She's like, man, if I would have said something different, or if I would have just not said anything at all. You continue to live in these pictures I painted, even if it's not the appearance you had wished for. Yes, back then, those words you were trying to say in the end, I somehow knew what they were. I had known from long ago. Perhaps I did like you. No, she's fine with being honest about it. So this whole time I've continued painting. Before I knew it, this room was filled with memories of you. Now she's finally accepting it herself because she didn't accept it before. What I sought wasn't your face, but the real you as you were. But hey, neither you nor I was able to realize that. Oh, I think a tear fell from her eye. I think this is also a very good song because it kind of like shows you how what you say or the choices that you make can really like impact the future or impact other people. But even if they do impact other people, in the end, it's like up to them, like how they're going to take that, like how they're going to continue on with that. Like, it's up to them how that will impact their life, if they're going to turn into a worse person about it, or if they're just going to like continue being themselves. And unfortunately, some people just take it too far and then become something that is unidentifiable from their original self. After the event, Gumina Glassred is painting Cherub and reminisced about her life. Gumina was betrothed to Sataria because her parents attempted to break off their engagement. See, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's not like she chose to be engaged with his brother. I knew that it was an arranged marriage. I don't feel like she would have liked, you know, his brother like that. I mean, I don't really know much about the brother besides he was there. But anyway, she later overheard her fiance and one of his subordinates planning to assassinate Cherub at a party. Oh. Sataria believed that she had fallen for his brother. One day, while Sataria was watching, Gumina cruelly scorned Cherub when he approached her. Oh, so she did it to... Oh. Oh. Oh, that makes it worse. Oh. Oh no. Oh no. It wasn't even something that she said on the spur of the moment. It was something that she said to protect him. Oh. Oh. Okay. Never mind. Gumina cruelly scorned Cherub when he approached her, demanding that he never see her again with his ugly face, hoping it would throw off Sataria's suspicions. Oh my goodness. So from the get-go, she didn't even want to say it, but she had to make sure that he wasn't murdered. Oh my gosh. Man, Gumina. I am so sorry. Soon after Venomania's death, Gumina began to face prosecution from devout Levian followers for having been his mistress. Shortly after, she fled to Ethegor, the Green Country, with her parents. After settling there, the aristocrat became a civil official. Gumina later became Ethegor's first woman prime minister and an advocate for improving women's status within Ethegor. Hey! Hey! Good on you, Gumina. The first half of your life may not have been that great, but you came up and okay, I'm just assuming that she is an actual good leader because she's trying to improve women's, statuses and stuff like that. She's trying to do some good things. So I think that would be a wonderful contrast if, oh my gosh, I love this. Okay, I think it's a wonderful contrast if she, became an actual good role model, in contrast to the people that she was around before, like the brother that she liked and the brother that was trying to kill his own brother. I think that's a wonderful contrast because she actually took what she went through and is making it something good to help other people. That scratches my brain in the best way. I love her, and I hope nothing happens to her. I love her. Let's go, Gumina. Alright, okay. The last song for today is Flower of Plateau. So, this is the Miku from the Duke of Venomania, I'm guessing. Okay? Wonderful. Oh my gosh, I love Gumina. There's a woman called the Flower of the Plateau. A lovely flower vendor, she was adored by everyone. Her peacefully comforting smile was surely an angel's. There wasn't anyone in this town who knew that she used to be a harlot. This is a pretty artwork. When a young lord fell in love with her at first sight. Everyone rejoiced and blessed her. I like how the lyrics were purple right then, just to symbolize Gakpo. I mean, sure. And wished the two many years of happiness. I love this art, this watercolor like look. There wasn't anyone in this town who knew that she used to be a harlot. The day before the engagement, a man appeared in the town. An ugly, vulgar brute who leeched off women. Oh no. Someone who knew the secret, someone who knew her past. A flower absolutely must be pure. Three years passed and a boy appeared in the town. Who sought his mother's love, even if that person... Who? Who cast him aside at birth herself. A flower absolutely must be pure. The scrolling... Hold on, let me say. Isn't it good for Flower Plateau to be happy? Okay, first of all, the imagery with them just scrolling down while telling the story, I like that. It's a little terrifying, a little nerve-wracking, to be honest. She must not pay attention. She has no need to pay attention. The two dead leaves, and such buried at the bottom of the well. There isn't anyone who in this town who knows that she used to be a harlot. There isn't anyone in this town who knows but me. Okay, so I'm guessing it's kind of like, okay, I'm gonna take a guess here. I'm guessing it's kind of like, so Miku, I forgot her character name, but Miku's character, basically like, okay, she goes back to her like normal life after that, like after being like brainwashed and everything. Like, she keeps the secret to herself, like, where she was and stuff like that. Everyone rejoiced and blessed her. Okay, so they thought, like, she was just maybe, like, engaged or something. They didn't know what's going on. They wished her, like, happiness and stuff like that. No one knew, like, how she was actually treated and what actually went on. The day before the engagement, a man appeared in the town. An ugly, vulgar brute who reached off a woman. Someone who knew the secret, someone who knew the past. Okay, so what I'm guessing is that this man comes into the town, knows who she is and stuff like that, knows what she was doing, okay, or knows what she was brainwashed to do. He, you know, tries to, so he leeches off of women and stuff like that. So basically, he blackmails her. You know, the town and everyone else's reception, you know, because, you know, it's always a thing, like, you know, a woman has to be pure and stuff like that, and no one's going to like you and stuff like that if they find out, like what happened to you and all that. Okay, she meets a boy who was tossed out by his mother, someone who cast him aside at birth herself. So what this makes me think of is that they said the new Luca, was it Luciana? Lucana. So that Luca, since it was said that she was the only one who, you know, got pregnant and had a child from Shira, I'm thinking this might be her child, since they said years passed. They said years passed twice. Okay, years passed twice. So, and this child looks kind of young. So that could be her child. Casmicide at birth herself. This is probably her child, right? So 2 dead leaves. We see skeletons down here. I'm wondering if that's her and the kid. So that's my interpretation. So let's read the slides and see. The song is about the second victim of Venomania, Mikulia. That's her. That's it, Mikulia. Was this a manga? I'm pretty sure it was a manga. Okay. Unborn Mikulia was used as a vessel by the demon of sloth, Eve Moonlit's soul. Okay. Okay, so that's why she looks like Eve. Okay. Or Miku. Mikulia transformed to have Eve's appearance, carrying her sleeping soul in her body. As an orphan, she was adopted by poor farmers. Having lower intelligence, she couldn't do anything to work properly. As an adult, she was treated as a result, she was treated as a nuisance by the village and ridiculed. Oh, so they disliked her from the beginning, but they actually, like, turned out... Okay, she was disliked in the beginning. When they found out that she was engaged to a duke or whatever, that's when they started liking her, because then they were like, oh yeah, you finally did something useful, you finally have a prince and some money, blah 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 blah, or whatever. So that's probably what that was. Mikulia had fantasized that she was a princess of another land who had been abandoned. So when she met Sitarius Cherub, she believed that he is her prince. She tried to put the brainwashing spell on her, but because of the demon of sloth lived in her, she was immune. Oh, okay, so she wasn't brainwashed at all, because Eve was in there. Oh, she's so pretty in this panel. Later on, Mikulia was given a doll by... Oh, okay, the doll. Later on, Mikulia was given a doll by Irina. During this time, the demon of sloth was transferred from her to the clockworker's doll, becoming the vessel of sin. Later on, she talked with Eve and became friends. Around this time, she was also... Oh, so the kid was hers? Oh. Around this time, she also became pregnant with Sitaria's child. When Venomania died, she fled the mansion. After giving birth to Sitaria's son, Mikulia ended up at the brothel and became a prostitute. Mikulia died young following her death. The clockworker's doll, Vessel of Eve, was activated, and Eve took Mikulia's identity, looking like her, believing that she's her. Oh, okay, so the same thing that happened with Levia and Iluka. Got it. So the child was actually Mikulia's. So Eve is now just taking over her body. Casual. I like how they make this look all cute. Mikulia traveled to Calgaround, Elfagort, and settled there, becoming a florist. Loved for her angelic smile and kind demeanor, she earned the name of Flower Plateau by the people. Oh, so is that why they say the Flower Plateau? Isn't it good for the Flower Plateau to be happy? Oh. Mikulia married and took her husband's name, Caliground. One day, someone who knew her past as a prostitute showed up in the town. Fearing that her past would be discovered, Mikulia murdered him. Around EC 150, a boy had around the town claiming to be her son. In the end, she killed the boy and her husband. Before Mikulia died, she regained all her memories as Eve blew moonlit and passed away. Eve's soul again ended in the doll, but now awake. Okay, the real Mikulia did all that. The real Mikulia died. Eve, then this is her and Eve in her body. Eve pretended was playing as like an angelic version of Mikulia. Yeah, Eve's the one who married the husband. Eve's the one that met the dude that knew her past, and then Eve murdered him, and then years later Mikulia's son came to the town and claimed to be her son. She killed the son and the husband, why did she kill the husband? Anyway, she killed the son and the husband. That's who was in the well. Before Mikulia died, she regained all her memories of Eve Moonlit and passed away. Eve's souls again ended up in the doll, but now awake. Okay, interesting. I'm gonna need that to settle in a little bit. Oh, okay, so the real Mikulia, took him and ran away with him and stuff like that. She ended up dying. He was orphaned for a little while. Here there was another woman named Mikulia, which was actually Eve. He tried to find her. Eve murdered him. Oh, so the reason that she murdered the husband was just that so that he wouldn't find out, because she was afraid that he would. And she was afraid that he would leave her, presumably. So she said, okay, I'll murder you before that happens. That was an interesting arc. There was a lot to take in there. Very interesting. I think my favorite was the Gumi one. The Gumi one was definitely my favorite. I really liked hers. Because I feel like she has a more the best ending for a path. I'm not sure if the same Gumi that was in that song is going to show up later. I'm not sure if that's the same exact one or not. I'm kind of scared that something bad is going to happen to her, because it seemed like she had the most decent future ahead of her as a person. So anyway, if you guys have anything extra to add about this arc, please let me know. So I enjoyed this arc, and let me know down below if you did too, and remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and hit the bell, the notification bell. Yeah, arigatou gozaimasu, and bye bye, see you next time.